Chef Manish Khanna of Brownie Point and now Noir fame. He's in studio. Some wonderful anecdotes of a life lived with desserts and indulgences, and really, the sky is the limit for this chef.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Come on now, well traveled as you are, we've got to have some weird or otherwise food stories from you.
Ah, you bet. I've got so many of those, I just don't know where to start. It's like once I remember in Dubai, we were served a burger and I just took a bite and I'm like, listen, this is too different. And they were like, yeah, this is the camel burger. And I'm like, oh God, I cannot
Yikes.
be eating this. I still remember my childhood, camel rides on Juhu Beach. And, I just can't be eating this. Then we've had, like when I was traveling to Vietnam, I was served a lot of stuff over there, which I normally don't eat. But quietly, I would just eat it because language was such a problem there. I remember on the last day that we were there, they took me out for a farewell dinner. And when we went there, suddenly we had this big cage of cobras which came onto the table and they were like, please select. And I was like, oh God, no. This is, I draw a line over here and this is not what I can eat. And they were like, and since they wouldn't be speaking English and I was like, no, no, literally with sign language I had to keep saying, I pray to this and I cannot eat this, I cannot eat this. And I had to really like literally plead with them, I will eat anything else but this. So I had to draw a line there with the cobra being served to me. So I was like, no, I just can't be eating this. Plus, in a lot of places, we've tried different stuff. Like another one would be in Malaysia. They served us some eggs which had these raw, like small, undeveloped embryos inside, and these are things which I've seen, and I've just been like, no, I cannot eat this. Including recently, we were in Bangkok, and they were serving us crocodile meat, and I was like, God, I can see it, but I cannot eat it. So I've had a lot of these weird food stories which
And
I've
you were
had.
just describing something off the mic, and I'd like you to bring it on the mic. I mean, heart beating? What's that? Whoa.
Is normally I'd seen on a TV channel is when a guest of honor is taken in Vietnam for a meal, they normally after you've selected the cobra, they take it inside, they slit it open, and they cut out the heart which is served to you in a small sake cup. It
Yikes.
comes on your table, they pour the sake on top while the heart is still pumping. So you can actually see the sake, turning from transparent to red, and you're supposed to be gulping it down. And just the idea of me gulping down something which was still pulsating. And I would have lived the rest of my life just feeling that there is something, pulsating in my stomach. So I was like, no God, I just
Give
draw a
me my
line.
my plain, simple, beautiful
Simple stuff.
desserts.
Ah,
That's
that
what you're
too.
thinking. This is Tina Pawar on Twitter. Wow, wow, wow. I still remember how crazed out we were as kids. I think his were the only bespoke cakes. And then he became a brand to compete with birdies and croissants. And that's a huge compliment. Yeah. Croissants, etc., I imagine. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And it's just all the hard work that we've been putting in because we want to serve people something that I would personally be able to eat. So, we've got that philosophy in all our products that go out is serve something that you would eat and eat happily.
My last question has got to be if you look at the Brownie Point menu and the Noir menu, what would be the primary difference and what does brand Noir stand for that is not Brownie Point?
Brownie Point during our journey has become so synonymous with cakes, brownies, which are cake again for birthdays, anniversaries, get-togethers. Whereas on the Noir menu, we've primarily focused only on dessert, where you can just come, enjoy your dessert, have it with a beverage, and we don't have too many of fondant cakes or fancy occasion cakes on the Noir menu. It's only about just the dessert there.
Fine desserts.
Fine desserts, yes.
Chef Manish, this has been an absolute
Thank you.
pleasure. Take care of yourself. Yeah, and have
Pleasure.
a good day.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
you guys can follow him on Instagram. You want to just give out your Insta handles, please? Yeah.
My Insta handle is Manish _Brownie Point.
And the brand, where can they follow that?
They can follow Noir Desserts also. And Brownie Point India.
Brownie Point India. Take care of yourself. Have a good day.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you.
Scatman and Lou Bega, Scatman and Hatman. I'm Hrishi K.